All right, let's unpack this. We've got some urgent and incredibly important information to go through today, straight from the source. We're launching into a deep dive on the initial reports around a truly shocking event, a mass stabbing incident. This happened on July 26th, 2025, at a Walmart in Traverse City, Michigan, and the immediate impact was just devastating. 11 people injured in the attack. Our mission today is really to cut through that initial, chaos of reporting, distill the crucial facts as they were coming out fast, and importantly, understand the immediate aftermath.
Yeah, and that response.
And that surprisingly swift response that followed, exactly.
Well, what's truly fascinating here, I think, is the sheer velocity, the speed at which information starts to surface during a critical incident like this one. Our aim, really, is to sift through that early data, highlight what's been confirmed, and especially focus on the rapid containment. Because this particular incident, as these first reports show, it really emphasizes just how quickly the situation was brought under control. That's a pivotal element, something we'll definitely be exploring.
Absolutely, because when you hear mass stabbing, your mind immediately goes to, horror and chaos. But as we started digging into these initial reports, what really jumped out was that almost immediate pivot from crisis to containment.
Yes.
Can you maybe walk us through the core facts of the attack itself? Just as they were first understood, we know it was a 42-year-old Michigan resident acting alone,
Lone actor.
using a folding knife. And it wasn't some, sprawling attack across the store. It was focused near the checkout area.
Right.
So what does that tell us? That they knew those details, lone attacker, the knife, the locations so quickly. What does that say about those first few minutes?
That's a great observation. The speed, with which these fundamental details, the attacker profile, the weapon, the specific location, were established, even with all the chaos.
Yeah.
It speaks volumes. It says a lot about the on-the-ground response and likely some pretty effective early communication channels. It lets them assess the threat immediately. But what's even more striking, as you pointed out, is how quickly understanding that translated into action. The reports highlight an incredibly swift intervention. You had bystanders and a sheriff's deputy.
Right. Together.
Yeah, together, bravely and successfully subduing the suspect. And that was around 4:43 p.m.
4:43 p.m., just minutes after it likely began. That timestamp, it feels incredibly significant. So we're talking about an attacker being stopped, taken into custody without any further incident, confirming no other threats remained, all within what sounds like, almost the blink of an eye in that kind of situation. How does that level of immediate combined civilian and law enforcement response, how does that usually compare in similar high-stress incidents?
Well,
what does it tell us about maybe public safety now or even bystander readiness?
that's really where the deep dive begins, isn't it? Because this isn't just about police arriving quickly, although obviously that's crucial. What we seem to be seeing here is a powerful testament to maybe a shift towards immediate on-site intervention.
Right there, right then.
Exactly. Even before all the official backup is fully deployed.
Yeah.
The actions of those bystanders working with that deputy, absolutely pivotal. In these types of situations, those first few minutes, they're often the most critical. They determine so much about limiting casualties, containing the threat.
Makes sense.
This incident, tragically, serves as a really powerful case study for just how effective that rapid on-site intervention can be. It likely prevented a far worse outcome. It speaks to, individual courage, sure, but also maybe an increasing awareness, whether that's from training or just sheer human instinct of the need to act decisively.
It's also such a stark reminder of the immediate human cost. The reports confirmed 11 people injured.
Yes.
6 in critical condition, 5 serious, all taken swiftly to Munson Medical Center. But what's also pretty remarkable as we look through these initial reports is how quickly the official channels then kicked in. Fully. So beyond that immediate containment on the floor, what did your analysis show about the broader response, the multi-agency part securing the scene, starting the investigation?
Yeah, that rapid transition is impressive. From the initial stop to a full-scale coordinated response. If we kind of connect this to the bigger picture, it really underscores a seamless integration, it seems, of various agencies.
Okay.
The sources detail that swift coordination. You've got local law enforcement, the FBI, the state police, all coming together incredibly quickly to investigate. And that's not just about showing up, right? It's about setting up an incident command, securing what must have been a complex scene,
Very complex.
and starting that long process of investigation, while also managing the public's need for information, for reassurance.
That's key, too.
Absolutely. And it also highlights the importance of public messaging. We saw those swift statements, didn't we? concern and support from people like Governor Whitmer and from Walmart itself.
Yeah, those came out fast.
And that's crucial for maintaining public trust, sort of managing the narrative in a crisis like this.
So, okay, we've sifted through these initial reports. What does this all mean for us looking back now? It really does highlight how this devastating event, an attacker, alone, folding knife, checkout area, was met with just incredibly quick intervention.
Decisive action.
Brave actions, bystanders and a sheriff's deputy, subduing the suspect around 4:43 p.m., custody, no further incident, no other threats. And while tragically 11 people were hurt, the speed of that containment, that's what really stands out from these first accounts.
Indeed. And if we connect that to the bigger picture, this deep dive, it truly highlights the immediate critical impact of that decisive action right there on the ground, coupled with what seems like a highly organized and rapid official response kicking in straight away.
The whole system activating.
Exactly. That coordination, multiple agencies, the swift public statements from key figures, it shows a well-rehearsed system, really, swinging into action. This incident, in its harrowing details, it does raise an important question for all of us, doesn't it, about the profound and immediate impact that community actions and first responder actions can have, both in containing and addressing these kinds of unforeseen, terrible events.
Yeah. It's a powerful reminder, isn't it, how quickly situations can turn.
Right.
From, unimaginable horror to managed. Not just the shock, but also how rapidly that decisive intervention from ordinary people and official bodies can bring something so volatile under control, something for you to consider just how vital those first few minutes really are, and, well, the quiet heroism that can just emerge in an instant.